Hello and welcome to Glarus Might League. We've got one of the last games of the first phase of this, league season. I'm joined by Cat Monster and Slaking X.
Good
Hello.
evening.
Hello.
And we'll be watching Just Built Difference versus Protectors of Yggdrasil. I believe Just Built Different are third place right now, and Protectors of Yggdrasil are fourth place. And this game determines who gets third place ahead of this mid-season tournament. What's your thoughts on the two teams?
Sorry, Snow, you go.
No, I was just going to say it's going to be an exciting game. Having played against both of them, they've got some really good players. They play some interesting strategies. I'm kind of looking forward to pick some buns.
Yeah, I agree definitely. I would say that out of the two teams, I think Just Built Different have definitely done more against some of the top teams in the league. I think mainly considering this game, I'm really interested to see how Taka plays into NoPXD and Nathan moving into the mid role for his team with Mystic now playing jungle. Be interesting to see how it goes.
Yeah, as we're going to the pick and bans, we are we're caught up all the way, by the way, now. Haven't been announcing the picks because I'm a troll. But yeah, we see a lot. We see the Erlane Shen, who actually has technically been competitively available for about 2 weeks, but I'm a troll and didn't update the ban content. But it's, with U1 is now available in the GSL. We see a Baron Semity locked in. What do you think of that?
Be interested. I believe it's gonna go solo here, and I'm not overly keen on it. I don't think. I mean, the matchup against Erlang, I mean, it can go either way. Granted, we're assuming that it's an Erlang solo here. I think it's an interesting pick for Fredis, who's moved to the solo lane. So yeah, we're gonna see how well he does on it. Normally a matchup used into Osiris, but
Yeah, I think late game, if he gets his cooldowns off, he can be really annoying. Especially that sprint on the two.
I like Baron Semity solo. This is the new patch. It's the first GSL game of the 9.5 patch, and mages kind of the thing in solo lane from the very short time I've seen in this patch. Warriors are kind of dead, but it'd be very interesting to see how Erling Shen performs in the game.
I'm also interested to see, Printers, how well Saket does. With the health changes, I believe that Saket's kit, just the max HP damage, it's a huge buff to her passive. It allows her just kill those, everyone a bit quicker now, I think.
And the
Saket...
cleave on the third auto attack of the chain is
really
going to help with the clear as well.
It helps her once notorious early game clear sort of get back to the form it was. I mean, it's falling off gradually over time. I think it's a big boost what Saket needed. In my opinion, probably one of the weakest junglers last patch. I think she's got quite a bit better because of her health changes.
Yeah, Saket, I think she could probably play in the solo lane now with the cleave. Where is the Thoat? You're right, there is no Thoat.
Mystic is not mid laning anymore. I don't think Nathan particularly has a Thoth. I know Taka also doesn't. He isn't really a Thoth player. Taka's known for his sort of niche picks. Really, he likes his Anubis, good objective burn. Baba Yaga also pretty good around objectives. Just the ult just zones people out. It's such a good ultimate and surprisingly underrated with how much damage it does. Honestly, I think Baba is definitely a pick what I think is quite slept on every minute and has been for quite a while.
And what we see here is a Tor picked up here. We haven't seen Tor in competitive Smite in a long time. You know what? I kind of like it. He offers quite a bit to some of these longer team fights. I'm assuming these team fights will be a bit longer than the last patch, you know, with the 40% extra health on each and every yard and extra prods on everything and whatnot. I feel like Tor offers something special.
He gained a huge buff to his ultimate as well. 60 power in the late game is quite good, and they adjusted the stun times on the wall to help against the recent diminishing returns changes. So I think 4 is definitely a bit better, but a god what requires high mechanical skill, probably the highest in the jungle, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
The auto combos just feel, compared to most junglers, they feel a bit weird. Like the auto cancels the combos, in my opinion. And Ghost Rider, it'd be interesting to see how he pilots the 4. Not a pick I'd really associate him with. Like, I associate Ghost Rider with the Ratatoska. He's quite infamous for that one. In a similar sort of way, like diving that backline. I think it suits the style he's sort of known for, but it just all depends on how well he can be hitting these combos, hitting these double taps.
What I want to see is there any differentiation to the starts? Have they found have they planned out like a new start maybe? I'm not gonna assume they will. It is patch day. Very risky day to be playing a competitive game, but it'd be interesting to see if there's any like variation of anything that, you know, any changes.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see anything crazy here. I think the normal start as well, I've been trying it, and I think it works just fine.
I think a good thing is that it makes it less 50-50 on the first wave. It's where a lot of First Bloods were going either way in the duo and mid lane. I think it just makes it a bit safer for those like sort of low pressure characters what just want to sort of survive through the early game. So I think, especially with the game lengths going longer as well, I think we might see a rise in sort of late game focused comps, which would be interesting to see. I think that's the most enjoyable Smite to watch, honestly. Just seeing a good team fight.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how long this game goes on. Cobain, bit of weird laughing.
Going the scenic route, for sure.
Do you fancy the walk?
Taking the time on the red buff side of Yggdrasil, get there. Scylla definitely going to struggle with the health changes as well on the minions, becoming way harder to clear. I think Scylla's already a god what struggles with clear. I think she's going to struggle even later past level 7 now, which was typically the point where Scylla got going, started being able to clear.
Yeah, Scylla's gonna have a hard time. Scylla had a hard time clearing last patch as it was, but now these tankier minions and higher health and whatnot, it's gonna be even harder for Scylla to clear.
Her late game payoff just becomes incredibly better though. With the Lemps games going, she's going to be getting that full build. She's just going to be able to one-shot people, which is always unfun as a jungler. But ooh, engage here onto the 4. Mystic doing a lot of damage here. Ghost Rider rooted. Looks like he's going to go down. Huge Baron heal by Fredis there.
Fredis gets a huge bounce over the hill off that too.
Yeah, really well played there by Fredis, just allowing his jungler to live there with the Baron 2 there. Really good stuff.
Yeah, hammer by Ghost Rider was kind of questionable in the direction it was going.
Yeah, they do get a bit of pressure off of it. Managed to get the side camps, I think. But yeah, that heal late game is only going to get worse for just built different, I think.
Yeah, I feel like that's why Baron may be actually a top pick in the solo lane this patch, maybe, because he does bring that heal as well as some CC, and yeah, Baron's always been a decent pick in the solo lane as it was, but with the safety in the early and the heals late, I think he might be just a bit better.
In fact, if we look at the Baron build, I actually want your opinion on this, Snowy. He's opted to go for the Bumba's Dagger here, which I think is an interesting sort of item to to go, whether it be affecting on Baron. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that might be a Bombers Hammer late game, but I don't know. I don't like it just because I think it affects his early a bit too much. But if he can get it to the late game, it'll definitely pay off.
It most certainly will be a Bumba's Hammer. I think he wants it because of the tankier side camps and stuff, and wants to do a bit more damage to it. But I don't know if it will pay off well on a Banner 70. I think you'll be better if you go onto like a Sands of Time or something. Banner 70 does need those cooldowns.
Yeah, it's going to allow his early cooldowns to be online a bit quicker. Late game, sure, he'll have the same amount of cooldown as he'd have with the Pendulum of Ages, but I think it sacrifices a lot the early game. But it'd be interesting to see how this Baron continues his build, whether he picks up a Soul Reaver. Definitely gone up in value massively with the health changes. I think.
Oh. I was just watching Cobain miss like 5 autos in a row. I wasn't gonna say anything, but
that was interesting. You had to get it out of your system. Yeah, but Soul Reaver, as I was saying, I think Soul Reaver mages, ones who can apply really well, like Raijin, Merlin, are just going to take a huge rise in popularity.
Their support's pretty low, but not very low to the standards. Cookie Monster gonna get into the Cobain's ultimate beats used by Cookie Monster. Maybe not needed, but they were used regardless.
The Kem might be looking for a re-engage here now that the beads are down.
So.
There we go.
Good man show by Don's Gaming. Good silence by Dorsey and
Cookie
Monster take damage enough though.
The last breath wasn't enough there, unfortunately. That's unfortunate.
Very good silence by Dorsey there, to delay the leap just a bit further. Shame that Cobain wasn't around to help get that kill there. Definitely could have been a kill. I
think while we were spectating them as well, I think Fredis got a kill onto Aromatized over in the solo lane. Don't know if might have been a solo kill. Yeah, Ghost Rider didn't get the assist. Really good stuff there from Fredis.
Yeah, that's really big for him. He's just got the Warlock stuff as well, so he's going to be stacking that up.
Yeah, his health late game's going to be huge.
I didn't mind the gank on Duo though. The shell and the beads were used, so potentially in the next minute or so we could see another gank in that duo lane. Try and get that Cernanos ahead a little bit.
Yeah, Cernanos has been a pick for Just Build Different, was historically been really favourable for them. It was Nacho actually, I remember. Nacho had a huge week on the Cernanos. Be looking to see if Cobain can follow in his footsteps.
Yeah, some really good performances from him.
Or yield to burn the purple buff there. Did they still get it? Yeah, they still got it. Interesting use of the ult though. Especially since Mystic's here.
And here's that gank. He's getting really low here.
Control by Dorsey.
Oh. Cernanos ult. Don's looks like it's gonna go down. Taka rotating.
Balioga's trying to get some damage in here.
Ooh, unlucky there from Taka. Really close there, Nathan.
That was a really good attempt at a re-engage, I think, but there might have just been a couple of seconds too late. The pick onto Hoyi was done before he could even get damage off, and obviously used purple, ult on the purple as well.
Be interesting to see how teams prioritize picking up this trebuchet, I believe it is, the pushing item. Totems aren't really being filled right now, and still a lot open in the map. Engagement into mid, good stun there by Ghost Rider, but just couldn't get the double tap off. Be interesting to see his leveling order as well, whether he's going straight for his double tap sort of one shots or just with the jungle clear. I know 4 players typically like variate depending on what they want to do and where they want to get the spike. I think it would be really helpful for the 4 to get the spike early game into gods like Scylla, who he can just punish. But decent war, nothing off it. Be interesting to see if the camps get any kills as well with the recent buffs. They are menacing
I
now.
have died to red buff.
Oh, honestly, I think there might even be some value in Godspot, just, you know, safer at clearing those, like your Poseidons, your Merlins, who are pretty good at just soloing it and getting it done, or maybe even invading it. So I think gods like Thoth really have a hard time with it pre-patch. I think post-patch, it's going to be so hard for mages to clear on their own, and furthermore invade on their own.
That's pretty low.
Yeah, he's poked out here.
Oh,
good root!
Root there, basically. Oh, that tower does so much damage. Ferris is gonna try to drag Tyrantized in, but isn't gonna get dragged in thanks to the dash.
Yeah, I was surprised to see how much that tower did.
Yeah, that 30% penetration is a lot.
Yeah, it sort of makes up for the gained health across the board. I think towers are just incredibly hard to dive now.
I personally think the T1 should be like a 30 pen flat, not percent, but yeah. I don't know. Something like that.
Yeah, we might see some patch on that, especially early game. They do have about a 1k lead here. Nothing too major, but it is starting to slowly
get caught out here. Mystic Megatron, good ultimate by Mystic Megatron, a good ultimate by Takane to get that CC immunity and get away. Idolzy also using the ultimate, 3 ultimates down. Mystic Megatron using the ultimate, Idolzy using the ultimate, and Takane using the ultimate.
The fire giant has arrived.
Yeah, just a little scuffle in mid. Nothing really coming off it there. Team's just going back to farming. Tyr is half health in the solo lane. Be interesting to see if Ghost Rider does anything. It looks like he's just going to clear Fredis' blue buff.
What's the ultimate used by Tyrantized there? Let's look at Fredis' build. He's opted for the Shield of Regrowth.
This is definitely a final case special Fredis has gone for. It's interesting, to say the least.
It's very interesting indeed. You gotta hit the hill if you want to get that proc.
He hit a very good heal early game. Haven't really seen much since though.
Yeah, it's hard when
that.
It's really hard as Baron 70 when the other god has mobility ability, because they can just dash out of it and stuff.
Baron really exceeds in solo against your low mobility characters, your sort of Osiris's, your Mulans. If Mulan's like not leveled up at grapple or the pull to a wall, sorry.
Ghost Rider's in the air right now. I'm not sure where he wants to go. He jumps into mid. He wanted some.
Maybe just some miscommunication there.
Yeah, it wasn't even in range. I don't think for anything to happen there as well.
I was just about to say it's not too bad because he has the Jotuns cooldown, but he has opted for the brawlers, which I'm not really a fan of this early, especially since it's kind of just Erlong.
It's just Erlong really going for the healing. Erlong as well here, just like to point out, opted for a second item kin size.
I like it. I mean, no.
Usually I would hate this, but with the health changes, I mean, Baron's build as well going into a 3rd HP item now. I think in the trades, I think Erlong just wins every day now.
Mystic Megatron's girls is kind. Theo ult used as well. Dumps gaming on top of that. Cookie Monster being pushed up by Idolzy. Yeah, with this new patch, these games are, by now, we're probably used to seeing a goal free pulled by now or something, but with these games, a lot less deaths, a lot of less.
Yeah, it's so hard to get kills, which really.
That was a great silence.
Especially with Idolzy being a good little support that he is. Bit of a misuse on the ultimate there by Cobain, but didn't want to risk being dived on, I guess.
I'm surprised they don't follow up here for the purple invade. I mean, sure, they probably don't know whether it's up or not, but I mean, there's no harm in going for it for sure.
3 people on the right side of the jungle here. Was looking maybe for like a counter gank or something. Counter the gank on the left side, but Feather's not positioned outside of the tower to know, and they're not going to risk getting that, you know, 30% penetration tower damage.
Every foe has a weakness.
Might see a red buff invade here, positioning very aggressively in mid lane.
Yggdrasil right in the middle of this pack. Takane very low, but using the Baba Yaga ult. Cobain's here, going on to Ghost Rider 62. Timetize gets a solo kill onto Fredas. Mestatron trying to get the taunt onto Don.
Shell forced out there. The madness on the scat there. Don's was attacking Tucker there. Really had to shell there in case.
They're going for gold Fury now. I don't think they re-engage here. If they do, I think that would be a mistake. They've just burnt all their ults and relics.
We have no vision on Mystic here.
Although it is doing a number on Dorsey. He's gotten put down to about 25 HP. Huge taunt.
Here, Cookie Monster using the ultimate. Pushed him off the goal free for now. Ghost Rider's right in the back by himself.
Huge wall, but still.
Huge wall, but probably gonna go down. Cobain. Not where the pathing is confusing me. Cookie Monster's gonna go down. Cobain went down, and Ghost Rider also goes down as well. The pathing very much confused me there. A lot of people. Oh.
Again, I think a change compared to last patch, this patch. I'm pretty sure Gold Fury numbers went up, didn't they?
I would hope so.
Yeah, I mean, that took ages for them to burn gold there. They don't have a frenzy, which is, you know, it would help, especially because I think Kunanos probably a bit more early pressure than Hoyi.
Yeah. Well, the Golfie's still up for grabs. Didn't get it. Produces Yggdrasil successfully, but also failed to defend the Golfie, I guess. I don't know. They did get a kill onto somebody. Who was it? Cobain?
Yeah, and there was a solo kill as well in solo. While I
So
was going
far,
down.
just a bit different. I'm looking to run with this game a little bit, but only 2,000 gold down, nearly 3,000. Not the end of the game. It's 15 minutes in. We definitely would saw like a gold and a pyro by now at this stage.
Aye. Ooh, Thor's build, boys. Opinions.
Why
Oh no.
I don't know, bro.
That is way too much money for early game.
An item what spikes 6-5.
I thought he was gonna go like a Hydras or a Transcendence, so I'm like, yeah, that's right. But Heartseeker, bit early.
I'm not gonna lie, I think Heartseeker has gotten better again with the health changes.
Well, yeah, it has. It's like a must-have along with Soul Even and Kins.
But
the
this
price.
early is. It's just not it. An item what scales with power. Fred is soloing tier.
Yeah.
Oh, not soloing.
That's why I definitely helped on that. Fina ult coming out of Don's game in there. Mystic managed a little bit. Mystic able to get that cleave coming in huge on the clear. I was gonna say potentially Yggdrasil and fade in the back camps, but that's their back camps, so not quite right. But Gold Fury's up for grabs, and 4 people are around here, and well, they knew 3 people around on the solo lane, so maybe they could look to take this Gold Fury. Don's Gamer Takane on top of it. They know that it's happening. Mystic gonna be able to bend off Takane from coming using the ultimate. Takane's gonna go down. Good zone by Mystic Megatron, but the Gold Fury is so tanky. Cookie Monster could be in trouble here. Ghost Rider doing quite a lot of damage to Mystic Megatron. Good Ganesha ult by Dorsey. Dharmic Pillar's coming out huge. Fredas with a good ultimate onto Dorsey. Dorsey's gonna get caught out here. Nopek steal with this. I'm a monster. Gonna always take Cookie Monster. Good leap by Cookie Monster. Should get out with this maybe. Cobain not gonna get anything out of that. Don's Gaming should be fine. Good play by Protector of Yggdrasil there. Cobain's in trouble now, using the Aegis Amulet, gonna go down. First getting the kill. Tyrotise with huge ultimate, 2 people taunt. The crush is gonna go huge for NoPXD. And what a fight that was.
And the worst part is we're 18 minutes into the game here, Printers, and still none of the objectives, neutral objectives this game have gone down. I think, as we mentioned earlier, I just think games are just going to be so much slower now, so much team fight oriented. And I'm not going to lie, I think come late game, I think Just Built Difference, team fighting, like, comp, is just so much stronger. You've got the setup for the Scylla in the Erlang taunt, the Sket, the Ganesh being able to just trap people inside of the ult, the Sun and Osul as well. I think that team fight just synergizes so well. Where I think, honestly, Yggdrasil just don't really. I think with their comp, they just don't really have a plan.
Yeah, I think definitely the later this game goes, the worse it gets with Protectors of Yggdrasil. That still has been a level or 2 up all game. And yeah, those crushes are going to start to chunk, especially with the build that she's going for. Got that soul gem.
I'm quite disappointed that Ghost Rider hasn't really made use of Thor's mid-game power spike. I mean, Thor's mid-game, if you're a good Thor player and you just know...
Missing all these solo lane kills, man. Ghost Rider going... Please. Yes. Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Going ganking on Tyromatize there. Tyromatize, this, that solo lane has been a hot spot for the junglers this game.
5 deaths between the 2 solo laners. And a bit of a draw left over.
How did that even happen? Don's gaming ulting somewhere. Cookie Monster in Cobain even in trouble. Gonna get 4-man rotated on. Good ultimate by Don's Gaming, recognizing that Cookie Monster was in the altercation. Good rotation by Ghost Rider into Kane as well. Also identifying that to get onto that rotation and take down Cobain. Despite, Just Built Different getting the Pyromancer earlier, the goal difference isn't that substantial right now, 20 minutes into the game. My Discord died? No, okay. Oh, I muted. What?
Yeah, I saw it in Discord and I was confused. I thought it was some IRL stuff. Honestly.
No. The player view button is the same as my Discord view button, so I just didn't recognize that. I was like, did my Discord crash?
Wait, I can time somebody else out in chat.
I need to make that view point, more view points.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Marsh and Morton have just been... That's incredible. Who can I get with this?
Oh, these towers, these things are annoying. NoPXD being forced to dash out there as well as Cookie Monster. The supports in this game have been very aggressive. Idolzy and Don's Gaming using their kits well to bait out things like bees and dashes and whatnot. Tyromatize is very low right now. Fred's doing good work against Tyromatize this game.
Yeah, to pick up on your point of aggressive, aggressive supports, I've just seen Emperor's Armor on Athena. She is looking to tower dive here.
I mean, yeah, I think Emperor's Armor is an insane item right now, since, towers are huge and stuff. And, it's actually got really good base stats compared to
100%.
anything else,
I quite like that pickup.
Yeah, honestly, everything else in the soft tree has been pretty nerfed, or it's just really bad. The Mystical Mail sucks, Sovereignty's and then you got the Mid Guardians, which is just Mid Guardians,
Honestly, I believe when the sort of I think it's fair to say like the percent health will be adjusted. I think once it settles, I think Sov will really find its home in the solo lane. Once Sov is like one of the few protection items what hasn't really been touched.
Yeah.
I think it with Gladshield's passive still being pretty good, I think it'll allow characters like King Arthur maybe to come back into meta. But I just think while items like Reaver,
Here comes I Am a Monster by Novex. Doesn't do anything to the Gold Fury, just put different. Still get it though, still take away the Gold Fury. Cookie Monster very low in the back. Coaster going down to Mystic Megatron. Takane being chased down here, prioritized on top of it. Good ultimate. Don's Gaming ulting onto Takane to get that damage mitigation and try to provide some support. Good taunt by Don's Gaming. Good taunt by Don's Gaming. First gets the kill to Mystic. Takane trying to get out. Don's Gaming is going to go down. Tyranitis gets the kill. Ultimate used by Cobain. First still in the backline. Cookie Monster getting the kill on Tyranitis. Takane getting the kill on NoPXD. Fredis is trying to chase out Cobain here. This is huge. Beats coming out Cobain. Good science by Idorzi. Still in the chase. Cookie Monster's around the corner. Cobain could be in trouble. Cookie Monster gets the kill onto Cobain. Good turnaround by Protector Yggdrasil to turn around this fight. Idorzi should be okay for the most part, but just should be a pretty easy Pyromancer for Protectors Yggdrasil. Idorzi looking for the steal, but not much to steal with. Maybe he can use the one, perhaps he has the ultimate. I thought he used that earlier, and he hit it.
Oh, he
Oh no!
I was just about to say the game looked like it was turning around for them.
We gotta go to the golden charts. It's not really any difference really, which is so
Once
weird
this
to see.
team gets a glimmer of hope, it's just snatched away. Fredis has been doing God's work on this Baron Samedi.
He really has. The Baron Samedi has been a huge pick in this game so far.
He was just running rampage in their backline there. They definitely need to like focus him like with Peel, or you know, this Ganesh just needs to stick to his backline here. Otherwise, but he's just doing too much. And that Shield of Regrowth, I didn't like it at first, but it's definitely paying off it.
I definitely would want to saw somebody zoning on that Pyromancer there. Maybe they just wasn't aware that he was still hanging around, but definitely should be somebody zoning on that Pyromancer.
A little security.
25 minutes into the game, and we haven't had a fire giant yet.
Yeah, I mean, this is right about when games would start to end, you know, the 25-minute mark. We'll see like 10,000 gold difference. Right now we see about, what, a 2k gold difference at most right now?
I honestly feel like it might make the league more competitive, honestly. I think there's more chance in this division for teams just to completely throw and troll.
Ghost Rider is caught in a dark pit. It's very hard there. NoVXD getting a kill on the Ghost Rider. Takane using the ultimate. Prioritize just sticking to Don's Gaming like glue right now. First in the back line, but not going to do much. Idorzi is equal to it. Prioritize is going to dash out of this. Good kill on the Ghost Rider there. Caught into the Dharmic pillars. And couldn't go anywhere from there. First trying to get the ultimate onto Dorsey. He's going to get it. I'm a Monster coming out. Doesn't hit anybody. I think it hits Don's Gaming actually. Don's Gaming does go down. Tyranitis getting a kill. Tyranitis is Tyromatizing this backline right now. And that's it's 2 for nothing in favor of just built different. But Cookie Monster might get a kill onto Tyranitis here. Tyranitis is very low. Ooh, very Cobain, good combo onto first, but it's not going to do much damage. Cookie Monster's still very deep in here. He's going to get caught out if he's not careful. Aegis Amulet used, and great ultimate again by Idorzi.
This man he's so good on Ganesh. I don't know what it is.
Don't let him have Ganesh. Crazy.
I think Cookie there just kept chasing for that kill. I think
Tyranitis is going to go down in the end though. Too aggressive. Tyranitis is a very aggressive solo laner.
Yeah, he is for sure. And new meta, you just can't be doing that under towers. It's just too big of a risk right now, honestly. I mean,
Yeah,
tanks are just gonna get shredded by it.
Having played against Traumatized, he does not stop W keying in team fights. If you're a backliner, it's absolutely horrible to play against, and it was showing there. Cookie was trying to kill him, but he knows what he's doing when it comes to pushing backliners.
A little security.
Yeah, Yggdrasil has been a menace in this game as well as Traumatized. Both solo laners have been really doing well, Fredus and Traumatized. Intrigued to see protect Yggdrasil on this Primal Fury. I don't think just built different on any spot to be still in it. They don't know it's happening. I don't think. A few pings coming here, but I think
This is gonna.
That's a great call.
It's a very great call.
I'm quite impressed.
This sets them up nicely.
I think in previous games where we've seen Yggdrasil, whenever they've had the chance to like do objectives and do things, they've sort of just existed. They haven't really like played Smite. They've just sort of experienced it. But I think they're really taking the initiative with some of the calls. And
yeah,
honestly, I think they've grown.
And it's
They've grown so much as a team. To be fair to them, I mean, they're giving Just Built Different a pretty good run for their money. And at the start of the set, I thought the gap between these two teams were night and day. I'm honestly really impressed with some of the performances.
Cookie says, well, too
Way
far.
out of position.
That is such a hard throw by Cookie Monster. I don't know why he's there. Don's game is going to get slapped around by Dorsey a little bit.
Yeah, there are two people in Fountain. You can't be that far up, especially like without your
By
support.
yourself, yeah. Like,
Just incredibly
no
reckless.
reason. No reason for it. Just Built Different gonna get a Primax. They're gonna pull the Fire Giant. Let's see if they can get it. Cobain slapping those autos. Spread of Frenzy coming out. Takane dashing out. Don's Gaming ulted in. Let's see if they can offer a defense predator on the back of the Fire Giant right now. Could try to look to get something, maybe. I'm a Monster coming in for the secure. Cobain getting a kill onto Ghostside 6-2. I thought he really deep into the backline here. Don's Game is in trouble. Fez is backing like a troll. And Takane is probably in trouble here. Still does not have the ultimate, so will most likely go down here. Novixie getting the crush. Just poor position by Just Built Different there. And Pokemon's kind of threw that earlier as well. Just allowing Just Built Different to get that Fire Giant.
That was a very clean Fire Giant fight. They had the secure, they had the Frenzy to burn it down before they could even get there. And then once they got the Fire Giant, I think Traumatizing Dorsey already did most of the work.
We see Traumatized player damage 30,000.
Wow.
This big siege is going to be huge. Cookie Monster's getting pushed out. He's going down. There's no matter. Doesn't matter about the Aegis. Fredus is down. That's a deicide. Don's game is back up. And the Titan is extremely tanky now. So will it be able to stand this 5-man siege with Ghost Rider and Don's Gaming up? It's going slowly down. We're at 3/4 health. Ghost Rider in the backline trying to get something good science by Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil's very low though. Magic Shell coming out. Don's Gaming getting a kill on Tyrant. Tyrant's getting a kill on the Ghost Rider. Don's Gaming is very low. Titan's at about half health. Mystic Megatron coming back in with such low health. Quarter health on the Titan. Huge armor monster. It's gonna go down. Just Built Different get game one.
A very close call though. I think that's a valuable lesson for anyone watching. 2 towers still up. Titan is so hard to kill now. It's a risky one, but pretty decent performance from both teams, honestly.
Yeah, that was very different to what the games that we usually get with pre-patch. I quite liked it. It was very, very steady. But they did really struggle with that Gold Fury though. I was quite surprised to see how much like damage that they took from it and stuff.
It was a very interesting game. It was very dragged out, but it was very close as well. Tyrant's doing 33,000 player damage, kind of carrying that in the ways of player damage, but Idolzy also had an insane game. Definitely did a lot of the work as well. Fredus also doing a lot of the part of Protectors of Yggdrasil. Takane having his moment. Don's gaming did pretty well. Cookie Monster, he did okay, but he kind of threw the game a little bit with the positioning just before the Fire Giant. Ghost Rider didn't really get to play the game too much. He had his moments with the walls and whatnot, but outside of that, just wasn't really able to get into the swift of the game.
One thing I'd like to point out about Ghost Rider's build as well, if you'd go over to scoreboard, I mean, 4 is the god you need cooldowns on.
Yeah.
Not a single cooldown item
0%
on 4 is
CDR.
not it. It's not one Ash.
I would prefer the Bumper's Hammer on the Tor, to be honest. You just be able to slap people with the auto attack cancels and just get those procs off, especially with Hydras as well. Maybe in a trans, you can just do a lot of damage with Tor, especially in this update. I feel like Heartseeker is a good idea, just a bit later on. Not now.
I think his build definitely affected his game, and it goes to show really with 8.3 damage.
Yeah.
As well, I'd like to point out.
Dorsey.
I'd like to point out as well the lack of wards on Protector's team. Definitely made it really easy for Just Build Different to make like better decision, like macro decisions. With objectives.
Yeah, it did play a huge part.
I mean, wards win games. It's just how it is in comp.
It is known.
Yeah, we're going to a break. Thanks for joining for the first game. It's a very interesting game. We're going to go into game 2 shortly. 2 out of possibly 3. Let's see if Texas Yggdrasil can bounce back.
I'm running away from the past I left behind. I'm looking for answers, but I'm blinded by the light. I'm lost in the music, can I stay here for the night? I promise I'll be gone in the morning, out of sight and out of mind. You're stuck in a nightmare, but you keep doing it for the thrill. Well, this is reality, you only live it once, so wake up from your dream. But just for tonight, let the lines get blurred, let your thoughts be free, let your thoughts be free.
Boom. Gonna unmute my microphone. Hello. Welcome back to Glare Smite League. We are we're in the second game of the set. Just built different,
Yep, that's the one.
just beat the one, the only. Holy crap, I have to kiss my webcam. They just beat Protectors Yggdrasil. And I have to kiss my webcam.
Who redeemed that?
Mwah. There you go. It's really scuffed web quality, but I can't be fucked. We go into Shiva and the Cleo ban. You know, the usual. The usual.
The respect ban on the Erlang as well.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna kill you. Mwah.
He's gonna have saliva dripping from his webcam.
I wonder if the stream saw that I was
They saw neither. I don't
partially.
think.
Wait, did it not work? Oh
No.
fuck! I'm so dumb. Hang on, I owe you 2 kisses. Hang on. Do I really have to transition every time I want to kiss again? Mwah. Mwah.
Yeah.
There you go. Pick your kisses, dirty slut.
I did not know we had this.
Can I say dirty slut on Twitch? I don't think so.
No, I didn't hear that either.
Yeah, no, I didn't say that. Anubis ban. They obviously saw the Takane absolutely slam on the Anubis last week. 8-0 game. I didn't do the predictions. I'm trolling, dude. That's so much micromanagement, man. Who won? It was just below the push. Something wrong with the camera. What are you talking about?
It was scuffed. I
I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it.
It looked like a heat vision camera.
It's good. I fucked with the settings and I can't be fucked fix it. Oh, I could fix it, but it makes me look really white. And I'm white, but like not that white. We see the Baba Yaga and the Rama locked in, along with Atlas and Tsukiyomi.
Yeah, I'm not surprised to see the Baba again. A lot of damage was pumped out that last game.
On the other end this time, on the other team, Nopec Steel will be playing the Baba Yaga Restored Defaults.
Nathan does claim himself to be a Baba Yaga specialist, so it'll be really interesting to see how well he does this game. I think he's always wanted to play it, even when he were in jungle. So, be interesting to see how well he does. And Kepri comes through now. Quite an annoying pick for Tsukiyomi. I mean, he has to commit fully if he wants to kill somebody. I think Kepri, just one click of a button, just takes that away from Tsukiyomi. So it makes the game unplayable.
Yeah, it's definitely a good pick. Also, the roots, the long range roots on him. The only way he's getting out of that is speed or ult.
See the
Let's go.
Agni ban, and that's interesting. I don't feel like Agni would do really well in this patch, to be honest. What do you think?
I don't think he's that bad, you know. I think Agni is pretty good at applying Soul Reaver. Like, he's
Yeah.
always been good at applying Soul Reaver, Soul Gem, them sort of items. So I think anyone who just gets value from being able to apply those items really well, I just think they sort of stand out, personally. Like, I just think until they tune those items down, it's going to be the way in mid, honestly. I just think you just get too much value.
Look, they just banned out the Awilix. I don't know if that's just BM. Banning out Nopec Steve's Awilix. He's not even playing it, to be fair. He's not even in the jungle anymore. I feel like that's just BM.
You know, anything to get Nathan away from that pick, the better, honestly, in my opinion, after...
Can't trust him not to play it mid.
He's a menace on that pick. Like,
Absolutely.
he either slams or he either runs it down, sometimes both.
Sometimes
I
just
can't-
one of those, most of the time.
I kind of understand it, slightly. I mean, sure, they have Jingwei. They might be looking to pick characters with leaps, maybe. Baba Knockup, not really going to get applied too often. You know, strength. Oh, Kali for Mystic. Kali and Kepri is almost impossible to deal with, I think. Even just off top 4, honestly, I think that combination, it just makes it... Oh, no, he's flexing over to Susano.
To see that.
Interesting.
It offers so much CC, ridiculous amount of CC, and it's just a very strong pick overall, really. A lot of attack cancelling, which I feel like could be pretty good right now.
Oh,
See the Alpha 1 hovered
This is
over for
spicy.
Ghost Rider. That would be very interesting to see. Hell, it may even go into the solo lane, who knows? Talking about solo lane, why are we hovering over Ares? Kabrakan, we're just trolling me now? Is that what we're doing?
I don't know. I think picking up an execute would be a really good idea here, especially like diving with the 2 Kiyomi. The guy gets ulted, and then you still have the option to kill them.
Got to mention, Alyssa's playing in this game now. Be interested to see what role she plays. As Don's Gaming did leave for this second game.
you know, I'm personally slightly confused as to why they'd opt for Yao Kuang over the Achilles here. I think Achilles is just like, while I think Warriors as a role are sort of falling off a bit, I think that Achilles is just so much better of a god than Ao Kuang, honestly. I think Ao Kuang just... The itemization is even worse for Ao Kuang than I think Warriors are getting right now. I just think Achilles just offers CC. He's got good like juking, boxing potential, good AA cancels. I just think as a god, Achilles is so much better than Ao Kuang. I don't understand why particularly opt for it.
Yeah, I'm not too sure either. It might be like a special pick of theirs. I'm quite interested to see how the Susano does, because this is a really good comp to play into.
See the King Arthur picked.
Did mention it last game. Tia is a big fan and a believer that sort of your sovereignty solo laners are just, and your Glad Shield solo laners are going to get stronger with time once the itemization settles, and I honestly agree with him. I think it's the strongest defense item for a lot of solo laners right now. I think it just helps with the sustain early game. I think King Arthur's payoff late game, he doesn't particularly have to go these hybrid items. He can just go full defense, rely on that Bluestone Brooch. And I think either way, he just does so much damage. Bluestone Brooch is going to get more value now. It does percentage of max health, or current health, sorry. So obviously when you're initiating as a King Arthur, you're going to get more value from that. I think King Arthur will become a very, very strong pick once the itemization settles down.
Yeah, it's very interesting team comp on both sides. We see the Atlas. I think Atlas is it's probably one of the best supports in the game right now, followed by Capri, who,
Yeah, Alyssa has looked quite strong on the Atlas pick in a couple of her games.
Yeah, and it'd be interesting to see Fredus on the Tsukuyomi. Tsukuyomi, I think it's actually going to do really well, because, we're going to start seeing assassins and the mages in the solo lane, hell, even some hunters as well. And Tsukuyomi's always been there as an assassin pick in the solo lane, followed by like Bastet and Cleaner. And Tsukuyomi was kind of one of the originals to do it, right? Before the start of this season, he's always been a solo lane pick, like option or flex option, and it'd be interesting to see if Tsukuyomi can really come back into the solo lane meta.
Another god, actually, another assassin who I think might have some potential to return, funnily enough, is Set. I think Set gets a lot better with just games like a tankier meta coming along. Set is just able to sustain longer and longer through fights, and he just gets so much more value off the ult. And meanwhile, his burst is still, I think, criminally underrated. When he initiates with that ultimate, stacks up the Set spawns. I'd be interested to see if Set comes back into meta, and I think Set's quite a fun character for the meta. Hasn't been seen since season 7, really. So, be glad to see him come back into things.
Props just saying that he hopes his team go for another 5-man invade.
That would be interesting. I've been on the receiving end of that, and it enabled me to have my best GSL game yet. While I was being a super sub.
The infamous experienced Harpies, who you
Of
took over.
course. Bless up. May they rest on. Nah, it's a shame they had to drop out.
Yeah.
But they were the Russian team, weren't they?
Yeah, the Russians.
Yes, sir.
That's like the Russian team. They had like 2-3 Russians.
I don't know, I quite like them.
They were nice. They're at the moments. The support wasn't. Miss Plexi was pretty good. Shanya Riza had the picks that she excelled on, and then the Super Mario is really good in the solo lane.
Yeah, I remember Plexi loved playing Artio in the support role, which
Yeah.
I'm not really a fan of.
No. It'd be interesting to see if Yggdrasil can first sweep this and try to get back into this set. It's going to be difficult, just built different. I've been playing well all season. They've only lost to Spaced Out and King Kai's, I would assume. So we go into the game. We got Fredus and Tyrotized in the solo lane, Keen Arthur and the Tsukiyomi. Ghost Ride on the Alquan, Mystic on the Susano in the jungle role. We have, did I mute Discord? I didn't, good job me. We have Takane on the Persephone, we have NopeXD on the Baba Yaga holding out the mid role, and supporting them will be Idorzi on the Capri, Alyssa on the Atlas, Cookie Monster right behind them in the ADC role, playing the Jingwei, Cabane on the Rama for the ADC role. Kind of using the Persephone
Yeah, I'm glad
flowers.
to see that. Finally, someone else doing it on Persephone.
Why not use your kit to your advantage?
Exactly.
Definitely a little boost to the early game.
Minions have spawned.
It was especially useful old meta just to help try and get that level 2 a bit faster. Persephone's level 2 pretty decent, pretty good kill potential. Fast clear, actually.
Very fast clear.
He hasn't reset his 2 though, so that will be on cooldown by the time he gets to the wave, I think.
Ghost Rider opting straight into a ring on the Alquan.
I'm honestly not a fan of it.
Yeah,
Weirdly,
I would like to go on a Doom Orb or something like that. Cookie Monster.
I'm still a big fan of Bancroft's actually on Alcon. I think while he's still trying to get into that auto attack build, I think it allows him just to burst people down a bit better in the early game with his free.
Yeah, that would Typhoon's Fane of Pythagoras is very good on the Alquan.
Yeah, for sure.
Just see Ghost Rider going down, Tyrotized, dashes down, he uses the beads, he's in trouble here, walking around the wave, he's going to go down eventually due to his pathing. Ghost Rider gets the first blood of the game, 1 minute in. That's very quick for this patch. Idorzi's in trouble though, Alyssa could get a grab maybe onto Idorzi, may have already used it. Magic Shell coming out of Dorzi though.
Yeah, that kill on the solo lane's definitely going to hurt since he's opted for the beads for the execute. Gonna miss a lot of farm there.
Yeah, and Alyssa getting a kill onto Idorzi, potentially still doing very well at the start of this game 1. 2 minutes in with 2 kills up.
Yeah, that is not where you want an Alquang to be in a game this early. getting that first blood, it just helps him get online so much faster. And obviously, a late game Alquang is never an Alquang you want to be in a game with.
Especially the Tsukiyomi getting ahead. If you let the Tsukiyomi get ahead on the solo lane, it's not good.
That God's ranged poke is just so obnoxious to deal with. I think King Arthur has only really got one sort of ranged ability you can poke with in return. With the range of Tsukiyomis, it's just going to be a rough one for Tyr in this solo lane.
Good stun by Fredus there. Or disarm, whatever you want to call it. It's definitely a stun. I'm dumb. Fredus getting that level 4 before aromatized. Fredus is gonna get ganked here. Mystic could get this. Tyrantai's gonna get that slam into Fredus, and Fredus is gonna go down to Mystic.
Yeah, it's unfortunate there. Thankfully for Tyr, I think it alleviates some of the pressure that Fredus got, which is good for the lane and King Arthur to get to that mid game where he'll start to spike and come online and just sort of be unstoppable, really.
Cobain dashing into Cookie Monster. Alyssa's just around the corner. Cookie Monster's taking a lot of damage though. Alyssa doesn't have a lot of mana, doesn't have any mana to do anything else. And Alyssa's pretty low as well. Cookie Monster taking a bit more damage. Alyssa has no mana whatsoever. Probably needs a back here. Not gonna offer much here. Mystic Metron getting the kill into Takane with the ultimate there. Just trying to chase down Mystic, we're not going to get it. Nova XD is going to have a free reign on Ghost Rider, may even get the kill. The Baba Yaga damage might be huge on the ultimate, not enough. Connect 3, but doesn't matter. Tyrantai's getting the solo kill on Fredus. Meanwhile,
Solo has been all over the place this set. So many solo kills and just deaths in general.
yeah.
I think we had about like 6 or 7 come 20 minutes last game.
Talk about if Tsukiyomi gets ahead is a problem, but if Tsukiyomi gets behind like this, that's a big problem for Tsukiyomi. It doesn't play very well behind.
King Arthur's got his summons on. Alyssa low here. Ram goes into the air.
Oh, just off on the Chingwei ultimate there. Kepri ult used, great ultimate by Idolzy. I don't know why they weren't able to recognize that there.
That was definitely a misplay on their part there.
Just a bit impatient there from Alyssa.
I think he was low on mana and just used his dash as well. That definitely should have just waited a little bit.
It's going to be worrying when the game goes on for Taka as well. Susano, a god, what scales, and you know, Persephone into Susano isn't particularly the best of matchups. That flourish from Persephone is not going to be enough to keep Susano away from you. The pull range just catches Persephone. I think it's going to be a rough one for Taka. He's already been on the receiving end of a Susano this season, so hopefully he's learned his lesson and can do really well this game.
Every time I change to someone, something else is happening on the map. Huge stun by Fredus. It's going to do a bit of damage to Tyrantai's. Ultimate coming out by Fredus. Not going to do much in the way of damage. Going to bite him on the ass a little bit. And Tyrantai's might just get the kill here. He does with the ultimate. Fredus gets his third death of the game.
Yeah, that's incredibly rough for Fredus. He's basically out of the game now. I'd be interested to see the gold deficit, honestly. It's just going to be so hard.
Ghost Rider may also be out of the game here. Getting destroyed there with CC. Mystic going to get that kill.
Looking incredibly good on Mr. Susano, Mystic is. Might even get it on the player rankings, if I'm feeling generous. Player god rankings. Good engage there onto Dorsey. Good Persephone ult. Dorsey's gonna go down here by the
so
look
low.
of it.
He goes down. Mystic is trying to do something onto the Kane.
Good shell there by Alyssa. Just gonna farm out here in mid.
Yeah, I think they should look to fight in the left a bit more. I think the fights in right aren't going to go very
He's
well.
coming out
There's
from Kane. I mean, sorry for cutting you off.
Knights don't connect. Good Jingwei ult.
Just the wrong direction, honestly.
Yeah, should have just had the time. Could have just positioned herself a bit better there, honestly. Bit disappointed that Ghost Rider here hasn't really taken the first blood lead and amounted it to anything. Mystic's really come online into this game. 3-0 now on the Susano, which is, it's going to be very hard for people to deal with this Susano, especially with Crusher. You know, he's got 4 damaging abilities, just going to be able to proc that Crusher repeatedly and just burst practically everyone on the map down. Especially Fredis here, no defense items, he's just so far behind.
It's exceptionally low and it's going to ult into Timotice. I don't think he wants to do that. No mana on Timotice, so he might be able to get out of this, but huge ultimate by Timotice, but he's going to get the kill.
Unlucky
he's playing
there.
with fire.
He really is.
As he always does.
Yeah, all I was going to say earlier is they cannot fight in right at the minute. There's a 2-level lead on this King Arthur. He's probably going to back soon to get that second item as well.
That's sure it looked like he wanted to do something, but he decided not to. And it looks like there might be a gank onto the left lane here. Mystic is here with Nope XD. 4 people in left for JBD. Mystic gonna get the knock up onto Ching Wei. The Cookie Monster's gonna go down. Try to use the armor to get away. Not gonna do it. Alyssa, well, too far up now, but it's gonna be fine because Alice is incredibly tanky.
The enemy has fully powered their obelisk. Your team has
Both
fully powered
teams?
the obelisk. The
Both
fire
teams
giant
fully
has
powered it?
arrived.
I'm confused. JBD,
I think that's just a visual glitch.
yeah, JBD got it. They got the little cannons. I can't remember, trebuchets. I don't know what they are. They're called.
I think they could maybe use it to like maybe get an early Gold Fury or at least a fight around there.
Yeah, it's hard to tell how impactful it'd be this early into the patch, how easy it is to deal with. I think, again, it just matters on how it gets tweaked or how...
3-man rotation.
Timotice gets that blue, but is Timotice gonna get out of this? Fred is pretty low, but so is Tyr. Ultimate coming out for Fred, is gonna get the kill. Beats coming out from Tyr, not really needed. Shouldn't really use the beats, just accept your death at that point, honestly.
Really good rotation there from Protectors.
Yes. Alyssa and Ghost Rider do get a good rotation there. This will be pulled into Dorsey there. Nothing coming out of it.
Alyssa has gone tier 2 Buck.
Interesting. Might
This
be
could
opting
be a
for
Soul Reaver. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
My best assumption is that she's just trying to shut down Tia, with how ahead he is on the King Arthur here.
I really don't mind it. She's 2 levels up as well.
Yeah, and she's gone into it. Yeah, I sort of understand the reasoning for it as well. Just trying to shut down Tit. in these late game team fights, and maybe even in the mid game. Honestly, he's gonna have a lot of HP with that build. So, be interesting to see how impactful it is.
Here is rotating at the minute into the mid lane, trying to find something here. They just
Looking
disengaged
for a
here.
fight. Cookie Monster's gonna get tagged out quite a bit here, but nothing gonna come out of that. Looks like Dorsey and Mystic are gonna take Pyromancer for free here. No one knows they're there. Tyr was also there, didn't really see him. Ghost Rider's gonna poke Cobain a little bit. Two stacking items on Feathers here. Transcendence and the Soul, yeah, I like both of them to be honest.
I think he just decided he can't really box him, so focus the wave, get them stacks up, have a better impact late game, I think.
Yeah, Sugimi does do well having that sustain on the Soul Eater, and does well with the damage on the Transcendence. And this is using the ultimate to try to take away the purple buff, not gonna get it.
Yeah, that was a bit optimistic, I think.
Yeah. Mystic gonna get a huge pull on the Ghost Rider, but Ghost Rider's gonna get away, thankfully, for them. Okay, getting wombo comboed all over the place there. Spreader's gonna go down here. Tyrotice gets yet another solo kill onto Feathers. Not really letting the Tsukiyomi pick get anywhere. This is gonna go down to Cobain. FXD wants this red buff. Not gonna get it. But it's gonna very much pressure Takane and Ghost Rider into their own back camps. Takane doing almost no damage to NovaXD there.
I think similar to last game though, it's not particularly the end of the world right now. I mean, it's probably like what, is that 1k gold in it?
Yeah.
Like, not really the end of the world. It's just objectives are so hard to do right now. I mean,
that's the thing is this
really
patch,
can't escape with
not
leads.
Really any leads that you can have. They're all very minimal leads. Like Feathers and Tyr are the same level. Who would have thought? It looks like Feathers is going to go down yet again. Good stun by Feathers, but it's not going to be enough. I don't think Mystic is going to dash into him and get this kill eventually. You all know, nobody really in a position to help out Feathers there. Maybe head over to Gold Fury. Cookie Monster is quite pressured out right now. I'm going to settle for the Oracles. It looks like Tyr's getting ganked here. Alpine Executors are available. The beat comes out for Tyr. Good ultimate. Beat comes out for Ghost Rider. And Tyr is going to go down to Alyssa. But Ghost Rider is being chased. Good combo by Mystic, utilizing the psychic really well. And Ghost Rider is going to go down. Alyssa has 1 health in the jungle. Mystic is oblivious to that. Thankfully for Alyssa. Alyssa's going to go back in? Oh my word.
He looks really comfortable on these Susanoo mechanics. Like, that was perfectly played there.
Yes. Use the pull into the ultimate as you should. Did it very well. Definitely knows how to play the Susano pick. Aegis coming out for Cookie Monster. Is it gonna be enough? Cobain just needs to hit one auto.
Oh,
What is that ultimate? I'm very confused. Just hit an
just
auto.
hit an auto, please.
The battle of the imps happening in the tour lane right now. I'm not even sure how. Oh, he's gonna get it. No, he's leading it. Okay,
It just got worse and worse.
that's okay. That's Cookie Monster's ultimate was so questionable, and Cobain couldn't hit an auto. It happens sometimes. You get someone down to 1 HP, and you just all of a sudden you just can't hit autos.
Your hands start shaking, you start sweating.
Your hands just start doing something. What the hand be doing? I don't know.
Chemistry magic.
Okay, this Baba's level 17.
This is a very
She's gonna start to
aggressive
chunk.
Cobain not able to do much damage to Alyssa here. Cookie Monster just got absolutely destroyed there. Alyssa's very out of the way right now. Should be fine though. Let's see, Nopex D has a 2-level lead on Takane right now, which is huge.
That's really unfortunate. They could have looked for a fight there if Cookie Monster didn't get picked out, since Tyromatize is in the right side.
Freda's using the ultimate here. It looks like maybe Cobain's in trouble. Kepri ult is up, so it will be utilized right there. And Fredas is in a world of hurt and it's gonna go down eventually. Pridra and Proc gonna do just a little bit more damage to Fredas to secure that kill.
I was so scared that Cobain was just gonna keep missing autos. Oh no. Alyssa's opted for the mystical mail here. It's really interesting.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Like, Mr. Camille, it's got to be.
Your team has fully
Probably
powered
the
the
worst
obelisk.
item in that tree, honestly.
Mid Guardian's there, but it's one of the worst in that item tree for sure. I'd rather buy the T2s, honestly.
Like, it's just been nerfed
Yeah,
over and
it's
over
pretty
again.
expensive for what it is. 2400 something gold. Gold Fury is being pulled, but Takane is going to be baited right into it. Takane is in huge trouble. Great grab by Dorsey. Dorsey's going up in the air. Alquan ult used. Ghost Rider goes down. Freda's coming into this using the ultimate. Jingwei ultimate. No damage coming out of either because of the magic show by Dorsey, and Fredas is stuck in the middle of this, but maybe he could get some damage off Thorns coming out of tier. I don't know, he got that. Cooking once again the kill onto Cobain. Still in a fight up, protects Yggdrasil. That's a pretty decent 5 protectors there. It's 2 for 2 trade and they get just built different off the Gold Fury. That's a pretty good fight for them. And getting the shutdown on Mystic as well is huge. But Cookie might get caught out here, but he could potentially win this fight as well with Fredas coming out with huge Atlas ult out of nowhere from Alyssa. What was that? Where did that come from?
That was a huge snipe.
What the? Put that on like an NW2 trick shot montage, man. That was huge.
Marsh, clip it. Get it quick.
That was just out of
I
nowhere.
know Marsh is in chat.
Come on, Marsh.
So I
Do your
missed
job.
it. I missed it.
Is the score not on? The score's right there, bro. Score's on the top right of the screen, I think. Unless it's broken.
Yeah, it's there.
Is it very
It's just
viewable?
the...
Or is it very, like, small?
No, it's viewable. It's just the in-game one that isn't there, but you don't really need it.
Hey, Printers, can we get a quick look on the damage?
We certainly can, but there's a fight breaking out. NoFXD's getting huge damage from the Tsukiyomi ultimate. Kepri ult coming out onto NoFXD, and he's going to be used. NoFXD still in range. Good execute by Ghost Rider there. Fredis in a world of hurt though. He's gonna go down the Mystic.
Dude,
A lot of low health bars here. Listen, Takani trying to get away. Rama, oh, coming out by Cobain. Getting the kill onto Takani. He finally hits something. Mystic gonna go down. Ghost Rider's gonna go down as well. And Alyssa as well. Almost a deer side. Cookie Monster alone. We're all standing right now. And we see Tyr has 20k damage on the King Arthur right now. Rama shortly behind out with 17,000. Huge damage numbers by JBD so far in this game. Ghost Rider and Takane just nowhere near on the damage numbers right now.
I think one thing to point out is that Alyssa is double of both Taka's and Ghost Rider's damage.
Alyssa is top damage on the team right now.
I just don't understand why Yggdrasil would want to sub Alyssa out of game 1. I think she's been their best player this year.
I would want Alyssa on that jungle role or something like that for sure.
She's just such an impactful player for their team whenever she's played. I think it's just unfortunate that, you know, she's not really getting a shot.
She's making the less shot here on the support role without damaging everybody.
For sure. Must be Soul Reaver diff, honestly, if that item's just too strong. Both mid laners haven't got Soul Reaver online, it must be it.
Surprised there is no Soul Reaver from either mid laner so far. It's kind of an essential item, like a must buy right now in this meta. I'm very surprised to see it not bought by either.
I think I might start picking up as well.
You have to, man.
I think it's a really good, like, 4th item if you're excluding the starter item. Like, you get your 2 flat pen items online, get some percent pen in, and then go into it. I think you get Soul Reaver before percent pen, honestly. Like, really?
Yeah, you get your Ob Shard after. At least for me. The Mystic Mayor, Takane is very low here. Mystic getting the kill. Nope, getting the kill on Takane. Capriol coming down onto Mystic, and Fredis is going to go down. Mystic is in trouble, but Alyssa's getting grabbed, gets the kill, but goes down herself. Once again, Cookie Monster, low man standing. Gonna farm up with the level 20 control.
Yeah, this Susan is just running rampage in their backlines. So that's 2 fights now where he's got like a 2-man ult. Bill alone is doing like half their HP bar.
Yeah, Mystic Megatron making huge waves on the jungle debut in the league so far. Same with OVXD doing very well in the mid lane. Cookie Monster's getting King Arthur ulted all over the place. Excalibur, Strike or something like that. Cookie Monster's gonna go down. Not gonna be enough. Thorn's coming out from Tyr just to make sure Cookie Monster does go down.
Yeah, I think that was an optimistic attempt at a steal of Fire Giant there.
Yeah, definitely was. Fire Giant going to just build different here.
Be interesting to see if they launch the Trebuchet, sorry.
Yeah, definitely. It's waiting there down in left lane. Can help with that split push. Oh, not what? Sorry. Oh wait, yeah, both teams have a Trebuchet. Well, I just unless it's bugged, I'm just so confused.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Chilling. Just chilling. Just chilling out.
Huh. Which team has a Trebuchet?
Both teams. JBD have had that Trebuchet since the beginning of the game.
Oh, he keeps it. Ah.
This is what I want to see. 2 Trebuchets just going at it.
Juking it out.
See, yeah, it's just chilling there. It's been sat there for a while.
Yeah, these Rama are starting to hurt. Wow.
Yeah, Alice taking a lot more damage than usual.
Just
Earlier on the
shredded down.
game, we saw Alyssa take like no damage from anyone. Now, health bar's getting quite low quite fast now.
I think that's the slight trade-off with the Soul Reaver as well. You do get to do a lot of damage and kind of zone people through that way, but it slightly diminishes your protections, I guess.
Ghost Rider going in, getting the Aegis onto himself to hypnotize Getting Persephone over by Takane there. Huge fight breaking down over here. Kepri used onto Cobain. Huge ultimate. Lopexd getting a kill onto Alyssa. Fred is going down. This side Dorsey Kepri is insane. You can't let this man get Kepri with Ganesha. You can't. He plays those gods so well.
These ults have been on point all game.
I just think support in this role, in this league, sorry, is just such a stacked role. I think most supports have looked really good. I think 5 of the 6 teams have their supports are all in and around each other. Honestly,
You got Gordon on the Benadryl, you got Manga on the Space Stout, you've got Idorsey and Alyssa and Don's Gaming. You've got who else? You got Red, Purple, Blue, arguably the #1 support in the league right now.
He's a very scary support.
Yeah, it's just another one. I forgot the other team. Rena Brigade. So I don't remember who their support is, to be honest. But Cookie Monster is going down. Takane is going down. This looks not very good for him, but he gets the return kill onto Mystic. The Trebuchet's chilling with the Phoenix defense, somewhat helping. Alyssa's going to take a hell of a lot of damage. Needs to get out of there. Shouldn't be chasing this right now. Should just get in their wins while they can. Just leave this fight, but they continue to fight. And JBD's health bars aren't moving. Fred's taking a hell of a lot of damage right now. Alyssa's very low, and so is Ghost Rider somehow. Ghost Rider getting a slow on him, and he's just off on it. He's gonna get away. No XC just offered that, and Cobain's really deep. They should not have chased JBD there in any situation there.
Yeah, if I'm protectors here, I'd take a pause, get your mental reset, because you can tell they're not grouping up for these fights.
yeah, so many tilt plays just being made as well, just running
100%.
It's a rough one. Reminds me of that guy who played Ratatoska yesterday, honestly.
That guy sounds like a shit.
Might have given someone a pentakill, you know.
Died twice in like 20 seconds.
Yeah, imagine being that guy, honestly.
Actual troll. Might have to ban for trolling. Is that? That's not even a rule, actually.
Thank God Cat Monster doesn't do that.
That Benadryl Barry guy's fucking sus, dude.
Yeah, sure.
Still even high enough level.
Slightly off the mark.
Cobain goes down to Cookie Monster. Good solo kill by Cookie there.
Good solo kill. Might be the best Jingwei in the league, honestly, from this game. Just incredible stuff. Sorry. I can't help it. I had to do it to him.
I can't think of another Jingwei player, honestly.
No. Fredus played Jingwei as well. Matt was...
Not many Jingwei players nowadays. Not really in the meta. Is Jingwei?
Really?
No, I'm joking.
I was gonna...
Yeah, Jingwei's trash, man. Isn't the best guy in the game right now? No way. Unless it's taking a bit of chunk of damage. No, JBD playing this corridor pretty well right now.
This Baba Yaga is starting to poke so much. That was half of Threaders' HP.
What is Threaders' build
From
like?
vulnerability.
Oh, there is no defense on that build. I would like to see like a Man of Disc, or maybe it's just something, maybe just a bit of some props.
Yeah.
You know?
That's very, very greedy, and I think he's paying for it with 2 and 9.
Yeah. Maybe get those double-digit deaths. Who knows? He played exceptionally well in the first game, and not quite in this next game.
I actually think it's really interesting that Fredus opted for Bumba's Hammer here. I think Bumba's Hammer, Tsukiyomi might be the best applicant of Bumba's Hammer. He throws that one, picks up the shuriken, and his cooldown is practically immediately back. He can just keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think so as well. His thought process might have been that he didn't want to overcap on CDR, but I think even then 10% isn't too bad.
I think the items he's built, it's mainly for the passives,
Enhanced
really.
Fire Giant here, by the way. Gonna go down 3 for JBD, it looks like. First looking to get damage off, it's not gonna get, and they're gonna pay dearly for that. Alquano coming on to Cabane, no execute range on him. Mystic very low in the back here. Can someone pick up this kill maybe? Cookie Monster wants it, but he's going to walk into Yggdrasil. He's going to get ruined there. Ultimate comes out of Cookie Monster. T getting the kill onto Takane. Shut down on OPEXD. Very split fight here. And the ADC is still up for JBD, so looks like maybe they can get the kill here.
I like the
it's for
attempt
you,
to try
Archie.
and steal the fight. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I had to kiss the cam. 1 sec, sorry.
I think unless it goes down here. Yeah.
Oh, she running. Just
Cabane
off.
go straight for that Titan. Mystic can't really do much. It's half a bar of health right now.
Yeah, Cabane gets
I mean,
a kill.
32 minutes into the game, you cannot 2v5 at Fire Giant like that. You have to group up. If you aren't grouped, you just have to lose the fire and hope for a good siege defense.
Yeah, super unfortunate. Good display though, game one from Yggdrasil. I just think sometimes the decision making leaves a little bit to be desired, honestly. But they've definitely got potential to grow as a team. I think game one were way closer than it should have been. Honestly.
Yeah, they showed some promising signs there.
Super impressed with some of the individual performances, though, throughout both games. Mystic had such a good display. Almost Susano, 11 and 4 and 11. Really good. Cabane, while we did BM him a bit, some of the autos, 37k damage is nothing to scoff at all. Really good amount of damage. Traumatized was just unkillable. 56,000 damage mitigated. Like, I think King Arthur is just gonna go on to be such a strong pick. Is still a pick that is incredibly hard to deal with.
Very good game by quite a few players. You know, Tia had a pretty good game. Fres had a good game one. Alyssa played well in the game two. Yeah, and then the rest of JBD had really good game too, and it really showed in the results.
Yeah, for sure.
This is the problem with this new patch, right? These player stats from last patch, the damage numbers were low. The average damage numbers are going to go shooting up, especially like you see these 37k damage games. You're going to see a lot more of those in this patch now that we're in this patch, and the league will be played in this patch, obviously. It'd be interesting to see the stats moving on. Yeah, that is. Go on.
I was gonna say, I think chat wants a few interviews.
Oh, we want an interview, do we? Oh, we gotta get. Come on, Dozzy. Dozzy, get in a VC, bro. We got an interview. Maybe we can get. Who else would there be? Nope.
I just asked Nathan NopeXD, and
Nathan?
Yep, Nathan said sure. Let me ask. Just get them all in.
I think Fredis wants one.
Fredis want one.
Hey, I get to interview, right, boys?
Oh yeah, go on then. Interview your own team, bro.
Team is absolutely good.
Yo, Cabane carried on your Kononos in spirit, bro.
He did. Very proud.
Tier wants an
Get
interview.
the fuck out of here. This is my interview.
Tier wants an interview. Fredis is in.
I get the whole team in if you want.
Bring the whole team in.
Get Fredis in here to sulk about his Tsukiyomi. Hello, Fredis.
Hello. Who is in here? I am here.
How was your Fredis, buddy? What was that about?
What was what about? Sorry.
Your Fredda. I mean your Tsukiyomi, not your Fredis.
My Tsukiyomi. No, I was just bored in late at some point.
They're all in the casuals chat, waiting to be pulled up.
Oh my days. Okay.
How many people are there? Yeah.
I'm gonna cover my ears.
Yeah.
Printers, you gotta give me
as well.
privileges already down.
We get the whole team.
Is that more? Oh my.
Yeah,
How many teammates do you have?
uh, yeah, the new
Quite
solar lane is rather boring, especially early.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
that's what it sounds like, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I legit said to my team, I'm having more fun inting than I am wave clearing. Like,
And boy, did you int.
oh, boy,
Yeah, I
did-
know. Who could have seen it? Sitting under a tower as Baron gets old.
yeah. I was like, well, let me play this. I want to try Baron. I was like, oh, Baron actually felt alright outside of the laning phase. Like, laning phase is just boring. So I was gonna play Tsukiyomi. I'm just gonna fucking W key anywhere.
Listen, I got first blood. I don't care. After that, it was just snooze.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like it felt weird. I think because obviously, literally, these 2 games are my first time playing the new patch. It felt so weird walking up to a wave, doing ability, and being like, "Oh, so it's not like dead." Watching the health bars still be like more or less full was kind of like, "Well, this is shit."
Yeah, you really gotta focus first wave
Yeah,
for pressure.
yeah.
You can
And
just
then what
ignore
was
it as well.
yeah,
Everyone's so tanky, you just ignore the wave and kill them. It's fantastic.
yeah.
Here's a question for Mystic and Nathan. How are you both feeling about your swaps to a role? Both of you had very good performances today in both games.
I
Yeah.
think the rule swaps went well for us.
Mostly.
It was something I always had planned when drafting Mystic, playing with him previously, and knowing we could flex those roles if needed. And I think at the moment with the current meta, it's working out for us.
It's only because no plays Baba mid.
What
Could
was wrong
does,
with
but-
my Scylla mid?
The Baba, I think Baba's does better at the minute, especially with this
Who?
new patch. Like, she just survives much longer, in my opinion.
Baba OP.
Yes, kinda insane.
Yeah. Plus, right. So I'm thinking, oh yes, right. I'm a bit more tanky. You know, I'll deal damage the same, building a full damage build. Now I still get clapped for 1.7k from a Baba roll. It's like cool, still dead anyway.
What you gonna do?
Exactly. I hit you with my 1 and I did about 300 damage. I get clapped by one of your abilities for about 500 to 600 still.
The poke I was getting from my potions over those walls was that was beautiful.
That was crazy damage.
Yeah.
I think one thing that threw you guys off as well, if I'm not mistaken, is the Gold Fury. So game
Wow.
1,
Yeah.
you must have pulled it like 3 times, and the
Yeah.
damage it did, oh my god.
Yeah, so this, obviously, from my point of view, like, my team were like, they're going gold, and I was like, just go walk up to it, like just watch their health bars disappear, don't do anything. And they generally walked up to it, and they're like, oh, they're like, these guys are now turning and fighting on us, and I'm like, well, yeah, because they're struggling to do gold.
Yeah, I think
do
early
like-
Gold Furies are going to be a
I
bit
do
harder.
like that you real like some real coordination to do gold now.
Oh yeah, it's miles better, and also you kind of, in my negative impact on that, you don't gain a lot from it. Like, I think you did Pyro at some point in game 2, and we actually caught up in gold by the time you took took Pyro. Sorry.
I mean,
Like your gold
Otherwise-
leads, the gold leads, whenever you went to both sides, were at most 2k. Like it's just so hard to do Gold Fury. You need to commit more people to it, and games are just going to go longer now. So I just have an
Yeah.
inkling that team fight comps will just be.
I have
better.
a question. Going into the mid-season tournament, I just realized no matter what happened this game,
It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's why I
the
didn't really give a shit.
seedings were the same. You two will
Yeah.
be playing again in the first round of the mid-season tournament. How
Why
do you?
would we?
How does just build different feel about going into that first game?
Wait, does
How
third
would
not
you
play
know that?
six?
Yeah, it
So,
does first not
oh wait,
sick.
hang on, am I wrong? Let me check.
Wait,
Yeah,
so
first
we
gets a buy,
we have
second gets a buy, so then
we-
third plays 6th, and then 4th plays 5th.
Let me
so
check.
we have to play the third place
Oh,
team.
okay,
after
no,
playing the
you'll
two
be
top
against
teams.
sixth place team, who is
Curtis?
What the hell?
Curtis, all I'm saying
What
is,
is
don't you
this?
dare pick Baron into me again.
yeah,
What?
just built different. We'll be playing against Benadryl Babylonians. And,
Huh?
You're lucky I didn't build Emperor's Armor. I was so tempted to build Emperor's Armor and just sit on the tower.
I mean, you should have with your playstyle, bro.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
you
no,
should have been scared,
it
Stratus.
was
He's already planning
boring.
his.
Have you considered drafting that tier 1 tower?
I did think about it. I did actually message Dorsey at some point today saying we'd be hugging my tier 1 tower because it's going to be nice and soft and cuddly. And also I think Dorsey at one point commented saying, yeah, but Tier has one. And I said, yeah, but Tier's one's scary and hurts.
My tower didn't even exist in terms of damage.
Oh, yeah, of course.
To your previous question, by the way, so obviously because this is my first time playing against this team and first time actually playing in the league, I probably wouldn't like try to play any easier, try to play any like harder, just play the same and just see how it goes.
I
You know,
love Cabane. Cabane's the
because
best.
at the end of the day, it's still like the same team and they're still good, so it's fun to play against one another, and I'm just going to enjoy my time. I
Yeah,
love
this
you
guy's
too,
treating it like
Rick.
this guy's treating it like a full interview, and I'm here set at 2, 10, and 5 on a scoreboard, mate.
Wait, if Nacho's here as well, since Nacho is the Cernanos man, I want to know Nacho's opinions on Cabane's Cernanos, whether he's learnt from the best.
Oh no. All right, listen here. Cabane is goated no matter who he's on. His mentality alone is goated. Nobody beats that. No matter
You're
what
so
god he's on, you
handsome.
cannot beat Cabane's mentality. There's no chance.
I just realized I had the worst goals per minute per game, the whole game as well. That's kind of rough.
That's cool, but we're talking about Cabane.
I
Yeah,
love
like just how much we really like him and his positive mental attitude.
Listen, I have Cabane and Nacho, so I have two people I love for the role I don't want to play.
Nice.
Yeah, Cabane, I must say, for your first game in the league, really well played.
It was really
Thank
nice.
you.
It was good. I also didn't like the Rama just hitting me for what still decent damage.
Mystic, how's it feel to be the new holder of Sasano on the official player combination charts?
Was that all it took?
Yeah, you did
So
better than me.
I like that. I like that.
Wait, am I getting King Arthur?
No, you already had it, idiot.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, that Tsukiyomi best be coming my way.
Absolutely not. You'd have to
Someone
pay
give me the
me
list.
so much money. Someone
I'm gonna
gave
need
you
to
the
start
list.
stealing stuff. In
I
jungle.
think Ginger holds that title very rightly
Yeah,
so.
I mean, it's not gonna be for very much longer, I'll tell you that.
I'm not gonna lie, I think we should have an inting tier list as well. That one could start off as well, I'm
If
sure.
all the listers.
Put me on rap,
That wouldn't be
baby.
called a tier list, it would be called a threadless list.
Hey, there'd be a few people that fit on that list, but yes, predominantly me.
I think it'd just mainly be me and Fredis, honestly.
Also,
No,
I just wanna ask the other team. You guys have also figured out that Jingwei's correct?
Jingwei, yes, Jingwei is correct, yes.
Yeah.
She does need to ult away.
Yeah, but Jingwei is correct. Like,
I would
she's
throw too much
nuts.
shade, especially if people are not
Meta
here.
is stim.
My man
and
needs to ult away.
My meta
Please.
is crit and stim, and what does
Yeah.
Jingwei have? Wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah, she's quite strong at the minute.
I will admit, with the games I played against Cookie, I actually think Cookie did really well.
Yeah,
It was
he did
really fun
indeed.
playing against him, in all honesty.
I
Yeah.
honestly think, as like a fair analysis, I think once he like sort of shows up his positioning, I think he can definitely be up there. Like mechanically, he's fine. It's just a lot on the positioning and stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
I think he's also a solo laner, so I think it comes from. I mean, it's
He is an
and
ADC
also-
moon.
It's is he? I thought
He is
he
an
was
ADC main, but yeah, when we got basically drafted, we ended up having 3 ADC mains on the team. So basically, one of us went solo, and then
my old
they
team was
moved me to solo because apparently I can shot call better from it. As you can see, how well that went this game.
Dives the bobber, dies instantly.
Shot calling from
Shot
solo. I
calling
don't
in
know
its
about that one,
finest.
Chief.
There was
No,
some
it's a
good
rough
shot
one.
calling, like the Gold Fury call in the first game, but that's most why so.
Yeah, see, I can make calls at times. I just don't call fire giant anymore because I'm sure most of these guys understand my fire calls. So
Yes,
it's
yes.
fine. I just
Oh, I
don't call
actually
fire
remember
anymore.
that from when we teamed in the foam piss.
The
Holy
infamous,
crap.
I'm pushing duo lane, but go do fire. You don't need your ADC for fire.
Ah, 100% definitely don't now.
What? Is he
Okay.
trying to fight out with our fire calls?
Hey,
I thought we were the winners, especially early season.
Printers, I need to know.
What's up?
How far is Dozzy from becoming the best support in the league?
Do that well. Why is
yeah,
he
Dozzy.
not
no,
best
honestly,
He's pretty
Dozzy cracked that
close,
game.
honestly.
Nah,
No, there's
Dozzy
no
was cracked that
competition.
game. That was from what I've seen between the two, Dozzy top. Dozzy 100%.
Yeah, your
the-
ults that game were
Cookie
clean.
did amazing.
The
But then
power
what we do
rankings
is-
are gonna be a lot different this week, I feel like.
Say it, sorry?
top.
He apologized for not ulting me at low health in a situation I could have survived. Like, oof.
Sounds like he's dumb.
What do you mean? I lived. I worded that horrendously. I lived and he apologized anyway. I could have worked harder. What more can I want?
Are you asking him to impregnate you? What's going on there?
Snuggly teddy bear.
Wait, what?
It's a bit of a beast, to be fair.
He is our daddy.
But no, what is everyone's
that's-
actual overall opinion of the new patch? Like, because I'm assuming a few people have had a few more games than what I have on the patch.
I mean, getting level 2 ganked, it takes approximately 10 more seconds for them to kill you. I think it's nice.
Yeah, no, I like that, but in general,
Not hitting level 2 off of first mid wave is rough.
I can't even play my
Yeah.
infamous Susano mid anymore.
yeah,
Infamous is a word for it.
My mid farming's been thrown off a little bit. So like you try and clear wave, it takes way longer, and then you don't have enough time to do the side camps. So you end up just sitting in mid for like ages.
yeah. What was
You
it?
just
Taka,
go
when I was talking to Taka basically asked Taka's opinion at the end, kind of how was it from mid and stuff like that. Just try to get everyone's opinion. Even Taka was like, it's boring. Basically, not boring. Sorry, it's rough trying to like solo clear your wave by yourself. You feel like
But
you have to
wait,
maybe start to clear the wave first.
Snowy. Isn't
Yeah.
it mitigated by the fact that you only play Merlin?
Oh.
Okay.
No, he's a
I'll
Janus
have you
player now.
know,
He's a
I've
Janus
been
player
trying
now.
some new things in casual games. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
You have mid incoming.
I'll be excited to see it.
The solution, he's just going to slap Conduit Gem on Merlin. Bam, clear of that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm no longer rushing Doom Orb.
Well, no,
yeah.
you still rush Dumo, what do you mean?
I will say, talking about like the laning and such, it's really interesting how they've done the duo lanes kind of XP now, because it feels like I don't know, it doesn't feel as aggressive from the get-go.
But yeah, who's gonna try? Well, I remember as well. Yeah, it's a lot like less paced as well. But what I just remembered is who's gonna try the Bakasori invade strat
Me.
if it's still a thing. Because apparently, yeah, Bakasori can eat the buff camp minion because of the HP threshold. So literally, you can literally blink, eat the minion, and jump away. Steal the buff.
That's big.
I'm
Back
not that
support.
cringe.
Oh, I'm back cringe. I'm
I
doing
only
it.
play Susano, that's my
I,
limit.
I'm so down to try that and literally just play jump, just blink, eat the minion, and then jump away.
I can't believe it. I put all my eggs into learning Susano and then you moved jungle, so I'm not even the best Susano anymore. It's just sad. I've been griefed.
Unfortunate, Matt.
What else do you have left? What else do I need to steal?
Please don't take my Daji away from me. It's the only thing I've got left.
I'm
That's the
end the
next
stream
solo
here
pick.
real quick.
That's the next solo pick.
I'm gonna end the stream real quick. Thanks for joining.
I was gonna say,
GBD20.
oh,
That is all.
I'm
Thank you.
playing
Thank you for
Dodgy ADC. Let's go.
Leave me alone. No one will take Scaddy away from me at least.
No, I'm playing Scotty. What do
Guardy
you
mid
mean?
incoming.
Scotty's actually goaded in mid. Not gonna lie.
I'm playing mid. It's good shit.
you're good in mid.
Anyway, I will see you guys later. All right.
Yeah, see you.
Bye.
Dip as well.
Have a good
See what's
day.
in it.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Oh. That was fun.
Gonna be coming for that #1 mid spot from Snowy. I shall take that.
Yeah,
you
just
can
wait
try.
till I move back mid, idiot.
What? I'm not scared of you, Matt.
You're coming
You
for
should
Snowy's
be.
spot, but I'm
Yes.
coming for Snowy himself.
That's
Well,
fine.
blink
Oh,
it out.
daddy.
Whoa,
A bit sensual there.
whoa.
Slow down.